Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we show you a match of the A Link to the Past Randomizer Challenge Cup. The matchup is from Group AK, Duden2 versus Professor Pixie, and it's the third match. Commentators for this will be Nitro6003 and SmirkJD. Say hello.
Hello.
There we go. You can already start with your commentator stuff. I will be heading into the background and see you at the end.
Okay.
Well, what a matchup we have for you, Smirk. Game 3 of this best of 3 comes down to this one here. I know Duden won game 1 and Pixie won game 2, so that sets us up for an exciting afternoon matchup between these two.
I'm really excited to see this match. I've been watching their matches. As you know, I've trained a little bit with Professor Pixie, and I've seen Duden a couple of other times. So I'm really excited to see what happens here today. Did you want to explain the mode?
Yep. So this is the standard 7/7 defeat Ganon. So all the mail upgrades, all the swords, all the heart containers, the silver arrows will all be in the mix for these two today. No hard item pool like the main tournament.
And before we get started here, I just wanted to say thank you off the get-go to our trackers, Samimus and MindDM. They're going to be tracking for us today. But here we go. Here's the start.
All right, we're off. And so, Smirk, what item do you want to see on Uncle?
On Uncle, well, I noticed Duden was practicing Bomb Start before, but I'm going to hope for the Cane of Samaria, because that's a challenging one. I want to see what they do with it. How about you?
I want to see anything but Cane of Burnham. So I'm looking for Bow. And it looked like we had all 3 normal crystals in the overworld, so that's always a good sign, too.
I love Light World crystals, and yeah, I always look forward to that.
All right, so we're dropping into the Uncle. What is he going to give us?
It's a fire rod.
It is the fire rod.
Well, I will say this is one of the faster potential escape times. Oh, and the guards are dropping big magic. Wow, that's handy.
Yeah, that is, especially with the fire rod.
Yeah, because the guards are in the same price pack as I believe it's the rats. Is that correct?
Yep.
The rats. Okay, so that means, if they're getting low on magic, they can, well, hopefully they can use the last little bit to, it's guards and snakes, that's right.
Sorry,
I always
guards
forget
and
which
snakes.
one.
I don't know why I agree with you. Yeah, guards and snakes, rats are in their own thing.
Exactly. So if they're getting low on magic, hopefully they can kill off one of those ropes or snakes and get a magic drop. See if that comes to play here, or if they just become more conservative with their magic here. I especially love it because you can take down that ball and chain guard at the end with one fire shot. So
it's definitely an easier, plus it also kind of eliminates some of the dark rooms that are a little more challenging, because you could just light the little torches. Plus Desert Palace needs a light source, so we already have light source for Desert and for Hera. Yeah,
having that fire source early on like that means you never have to worry about it later. So that's always a fun. But what you're seeing here, the runner's going through the standard escape scene or sequence here. So it's going to look pretty much the same for this first part. They just got to get through this, and once they're through, then we'll hopefully see some diversion today, see where they decide to go.
Where would you go? I mean, assuming you're going to do Kakariko first, where would you go next?
Right, yeah. The typical standard thing to do here is after finishing Escape, go to Kakariko. And I like to do the very traditional route, go South Shore after that, and then the eastern area, Saha area. But I have seen some of these racers do different things. I've seen people go to Saha's closet first and then South Shore, or they try to skip something altogether if they can, because that gives them that time. But we'll see what these
guys. If you can get that Dark World access, or do if you put Pod and Easter together.
Yeah. A lot of people like to try to save off Eastern until they have the Mirror and the Dark World access to do the combo Pod Eastern. Oh, we got a prediction going on in chat as well. Who will win? Is it Duden or Professor Pixie? I'm not sure as commentators are allowed to join.
Yeah, I think we're going to stick out of this for many reasons. Or, what we could do? We could hope for a pixel perfect tie at the end, so we have a forced game 4.
Oh my gosh, that is possible. So within the rules of the Challenge Cup, if you get within 3 seconds of each other when you're finishing the race, that is officially a tie, and they will have to go to a match 4. As of right now, it looks like Duden has a small lead on Professor Pixie. He's just going through that back door there into the dark rooms, while Pixie's now going into it. So a few seconds lead.
Yeah, a few seconds right now isn't the thing, because they're going to diverge. They're going to go on their separate routes anyway. It's when they miss a location where a crucial item may or may not be. That's what could solve it. And Duden does find a bomb on the rats, so the rats are in their own, so they give bombs, so we do have access to the back of escape.
And that farm right there kind of put them on almost the exact same frame here. Duden found the bomb on the top right corner, and Pixie found it in the middle of the room. So, okay, now Pixie managed to get another bomb. So we'll see what happens here. But they do manage to get to the back of escape.
It really is nice to see rats. So we have a heart container, the moon pearl, and a mirror. Just don't use it to leave the building.
That is a great start. Just I hope they don't accidentally mirror it here.
I've done that. It's an oopsie.
That's exactly why I don't want them to do it here. Or once they get to the escape, I think it still counts as being at the beginning. So if they try to mirror after after grabbing that final chest, they could mirror back to the beginning. So I hope they don't.
They could. They could if they want to just go straight to South Shore. But I doubt that's going to happen.
Oh gosh, Duden scared me there. He has the mirror selected. I'm glad he did not use that.
He's going to get his map checked, and I think that's going to pretty much put them pixel perfect on the same place.
Wow. Yeah,
I think that's what the lead we saw before was. I don't think he had done the map check the way Professor Pixie did, so looks like we already have divergence. Duden is going to the south. Yes, thank you, Lost Woods, and Pixie's taking the way up to the Aga Ledge.
Yeah, it's a difference that I see often nowadays. It's about half and half. People who like to see the lumberjack ledge to see if Aga is going to be required or if there's a progress.
Oh my God, that was you have an Aga seed.
Well, yeah, I don't think there's any possible way that you can skip both gloves. So that's
not
definitely an Aga
seed. Ganon, no, unfortunately not.
So
yeah, we are going to need to find the boots. We are going to. So here's what's really interesting about that glove. That could be the second glove, so you may not necessarily need to rush Aga. There are some, and this is all speculation. There are some runners who will rush Aga once they know that they can do it. There are others that'll wait till they, will wait and try to route it in with something else, like maybe going to the pod area or something like that with the mirror right on top. You check that you have to do Aga, you clear Aga right then and there.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And like you said, it's all speculation for now, but you know, there's a possibility that you get Dark World access with that. There's
There's the
boots.
boots.
Okay, early boots in this seed.
Well,
But
knowing where the glove was, you had to see the boots early. They weren't going to be buried somewhere too terrible.
I mean, the boots early kind of indicates that Aga may be required even for Dark World to me. But the boots don't necessarily need to be early just because there's a glove on the Aga ledge. I mean, if
Well,
they
that's
get
true.
Dark World access, those boots could be very late and they just have to go back there later.
That is very true.
We'll see how Duden plays this out. A lot of people, I know you are one of those who likes to check Lumberjack Ledge after getting the boots. So maybe he'll do that when he goes and does his boots checks, and he'll find out as well.
Yeah, I think well, we'll have to wait and see if he decides to do that or not. But with, I guess, yeah, that's what I usually do. I wait till I have the boots because I know I can't get the item there anyway. So to me, it's not as important.
Not seeing a whole lot of interesting items besides those boots so far, but we still got plenty of chests to go. Oh, the hook shot. There goes what I was saying. So early hook shot. So this is great. I would love this seed already. This is a boots early, mirror early, hook shot early. These are some of your biggest mobility items. You're just missing the flute. And I love those items.
Yeah,
so we'll see what they do with them here.
We'll have to wait and see. If Meyer is a pendant, you may not need the flute in this seed, which is kind of an interesting dilemma.
That's a very... There's a chance of that. I mean, there are 3 pendants in the Dark World, so... also, something to note here, they have... no, not quite. If they get either the flute or one pair of gloves, they'll have mountain access. And
yeah, they still technically need the lamp if they get a glove, or the flute, which would get them up there right away.
Very true, at least logically. I do imagine that both of them can do the old man cave in the dark.
Oh yes, I'm sure of that. And questions in chat: to get to the Aganim, you must have the lamp and at least a sword and a cape, or 2 swords to do Aga 1.
I think that's for logic access, right?
I mean, you could do it without the lamp. I don't think you want to. It's really.
I definitely would not want to. I'm not sure.
I don't even know if Professor Pixie or Duden would do Aga 1 in the dark. We'll have to ask them later, but I don't think so.
All right, we got the save and quits there. Looks like their Duden is heading to South Shore. Let's see what Professor Pixie decides to do. Oh, having a little trouble with the water there.
With everything they have, I think they're going to stay on track with each other right now.
Looks like. They still haven't found a sword, so as you can see on Professor Pixie's side, she ran into one of the guards. Until you get that first sword, the boots aren't quite as amazing as they can be.
All right, so let's see what happens when you train the well, and we got 300 more bucks.
I imagine they'll both pick that up. They still will need to collect money for Zora.
Stubborn fish.
Scam fish.
Yeah, right.
All right, now what I've been noticing is Mini Moldarm Cave has been much more hype than Hype Cave has been. So I'm excited to see what kind of items we find here today.
Hype Cave hasn't been hype in a long time, unfortunately.
It really hasn't.
Change the name to Hype Cave here.
Yeah, this is the new Hype Cave.
We have no favor to change any of that, but if we did, we would.
These Trolldorms are so good at dodging.
A piece of heart, another piece of heart, a $5, and a heart container. So book.
This is
interesting.
Do you think one of them will go straight to Agina Desert? Or do you think they'll continue?
That's a good question. I don't know, but I mean, that book is definitely... So the thing is, if you don't get a glove, you could end up double dipping the dungeon, which is never a great idea.
Right.
But I definitely would. I think the best way to do it would be to do Ice Rod Cave, do the boots onto the water walk, and then forget about Zora, and then just get all your boots stuff while you can run around. So there's Ether.
And with these water walk boots checks with the Moon Pearl, they might be able to find enough cash for Zora as well. So I mean, it could be worth going over there.
Well, we'll see. I mean, they're both setting up the water walks, which is not surprising. Far faster to run. Just be careful that you don't hit anything, because you will soft lock the game.
Do you soft lock, or do you take a death?
With the boots, I believe you soft lock, and then you have to save and quit. Depends on how you get hit, to be honest with you.
Apologize for any delays going on right now. We're working on those.
Oh, and we got a sword, which is flipper locked, so that would require one pretty interesting piece of information, that we are probably going to see the flippers pretty early also. We might even see vanilla flippers on Zora.
That's a very high possibility. That said, that could be sword number 4. Locked behind a very late flipper.
It could be, you're right.
But we'll see. It looks like they both took that hobo path, and now they're heading over to Waterfall Ferry. Duden being very careful there not to get hit by that fireball.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get hit. It will be a one-hit KO, so to speak.
Okay, so now that they're in the fake flipper state, it's officially a one-hit KO, not a soft lock, correct?
Yes. Yes. It's pretty ugly, to be honest with you. And we have triple bombs and a heart piece, which is not going to help us for Zora.
Not quite enough. I wonder if any of them, have you seen them check the stun price yet?
I have not, but I'm hoping that they have. There's $5, so Duden's going to save and quit. The question is Professor Pixie going to she only needs $10 to get Zora, whereas Duden needs quite a bit more.
Let's see what she does. Let's see if she can get some cash. Some magic refill.
Yeah, so
doesn't look like it.
Nope. And it looks like Duden's going to do some boots checks, like the Bomb Crocs right here. And we have our first bit of divergence. Professor Pixie is going back, and she's going to follow that wonderful book we got.
Did you see what was in Bomb Crocs? I missed it.
It was $20, but here's the interesting question now. Well, now they take serious divergence. Here's the interesting thing. Duden did not go up and check Lumberjack, so he does not know yet that it's an Agaseed. Now, he may find out very fast that it is anyway, because it may be an Agaseed no matter what. But if he finds another glove elsewhere and never goes back, it could be a long time before he goes there.
Yeah, if he manages to get Darkhold Axis without that glove.
And someone in chat spoke about Green Pendant in Skull Woods, and well, you got it. And a blue mail, and a cape, and a mushroom.
All right, that cape might be hinting at Aga. We'll see. I mean, we already know, but in Duden's mind, he might be thinking, "Uh-oh, that's a cape. Maybe this is hinting at Aga." So that could save him.
It could. And what's really interesting, going for Professor Pixie going to Desert first, that if she has everything but the glove to finish, on the other side, Duden has everything but the bow to finish. So it's 2 potentially unfinishable dungeons.
True. Now, technically, the Armos Knights are logically unlocked with the Fire Rod, at least access to them. Now, he still needs the bow, obviously, to finish them. Whereas the Dark Runes are technically out of logic, and he would be breaking sequence doing those. I mean, it's not too big a deal, shouldn't come into play too terribly, but just a note I'd like to throw out there.
Yeah, so let's see what we get in both these dungeons. So far, a map on one side and a small key on the other. And there's 2 items in Desert versus 3 over here in Eastern Palace.
Correct.
And there's the big key. And actually, the big key is on
Then.
George 2.
I would say that's boots-locked desert, but I mean, with the early boots in CAC, don't think it'll matter.
It wasn't like you had to search very hard for the boots.
Right.
Oh, we got a flute!
That is mountain access as well.
Oh, so here's what's really interesting now. You can full clear the mountain now and get your first crystal in Hera very easily with the setup.
The entire Light World mountain is
and now we know where the other glove is, but if you find a glove up there, it's just
Alright, so looks like Professor Pixie is looking for the second item here. If she can find it, then that's 2. Otherwise, it'll be that is okay. So
that is 2. So she's done. But more importantly, she has found the flute, and she can now get around easier. And she can go to Old Man, and she can do a lot of things. Duden is still working on Eastern Palace. There's 2 more checks that he can do. Or 1 more check rather he can do.
I imagine Professor Pixie will stop at Bonkrux on the way here.
Yeah, that's an easy check. And if the other glove was there or the hammer was there, it just makes sense.
Well, we saw Duden already.
Well, we know it isn't, but she doesn't.
Okay. Right.
All right, so we have 1 more check in Eastern Palace. Is it a bow?
Having a little trouble with the anti-fairies there. They can. Yeah. He could use. Oh, he doesn't have magic to use the cape. There it is. It's a full heart container. That was a sequence broken heart container.
So now let's see where Duden goes next. Is he gonna go? He looks like he's heading to desert. So he'll get his flute, and we'll see where he goes after that.
I mean, I think he'll follow the flute to the mountain after that. Since
that would be my guess, but you don't know. I mean, again, he still doesn't know about Aga, so right. And neither one of them have everything they need. Although Duden has 2 pieces of the puzzle, we still need to find the lamp.
Yeah, and Professor Pixie has not gone over to Saha, so she hasn't found those the cape and was it the mushroom that was also in there?
Yeah, cape and mushroom.
And once she does, or if she does, I'm not sure how this will play out, but
she was unable to get the old man out of the cave.
Maybe
we'll see. Nerve picking up there for her, I'm not sure.
And the nice thing about coming up and starting with that fire rod, the nice thing about going to Hera is if the basement is required at all, they both have that fire source ready to go. Exactly. All right, Spectacle Rock's got nothing.
Yeah, Professor Pixie forgetting she can't lift rocks yet. Not gonna get a Dark World map check. She is gonna check the ether tablet. She cannot get it, but she can look at it. Let's see what it is. Oh, just money.
All right, she's good there.
So that's actually not a bad thing to do. The only thing is if it's something important, you have to come back and read the tablet twice. But other than that. Ooh. Well, there's the small key. All right, game. Are you giving us the big key also? Nope.
Oh, that looks like
going to a coffee break.
Now, there is the potential for a hair pot here. I'm not sure that Professor Pixie is comfortable with the hair pot. I know she has soft-locked herself before, and I think she's going to play it cautious here. I'm not sure if Duden knows the hair pot either. If he does, it could give him an advantage unless this basement is... Because we know that it's just the big key here. So if there's something in the big chest, they'll have to do this anyway.
Yeah, see, that's the only reason I'm against doing Harapot, because if there's something really important in that big chest, and you just skip it altogether, it's dangerous.
Right. So we'll see what happens when he gets there. But for now, we will hopefully get to see what's in it from Professor Pixie's.
Yeah, well, she'll get her big key here and then mirror back as the skeleton away.
Yeah. Did she just ether? I think she meant to mirror there.
I was about to say, I think she meant to either there. Duden is continuing.
She was mad at the Stalfos for getting in the way of that fire rat.
So she had to kill him. It's all good. Oh, we start going up the tower now. And Duden is going to get his bird of flight.
Yeah, activating his flute there in Caparico. So I imagine he'll go up the mountain here. So he'll be right behind Professor Pixie.
There's just too much density. There's a crystal that you can full clear no matter what. You might as well. The only thing, like I said, we're about to find out if there's something in the... Oh, there's the lamp.
Oh, so...
And 20
and there's
bucks
the other item. So this we'll see if their Duden does know the hair pot. You know, the big chest isn't important, but it is an item, so he might feel, you know, required to go back and get it, even if he does it with the hair pot. We'll see what he does when he gets there. But...
We'll have to see. He is attempting to rescue the old man in the dark.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's doing. Did Professor Pixie do this? I don't think she did.
Tried, but I think she was not able to. It looks like he's gotten a good spin. Here's the other thing: we're doing vanilla troll.
Oh,
yay!
Spider, so there's no other. Oh my, this I would fall 20 times. But it looks like Professor Pixie's doing a good job handling him right now.
Yep. And because of Fire Sword, we have Enraged Trolldorm, and down goes
There we go. Here she got no falls. That's impressive. I wish I can do that. Okay.
All right, so let's see let's see. So she'll have her crystal. She'll go to the East Death Mountain next, and Duden is following her in the footsteps right now.
Just in case you didn't catch it, Duden did use the hook speed glitch there, going up those stairs. If you activate the hook shot and I think the dash at the same time, you activate hook speed. So he got to run around at super speed while climbing the mountain. So that should give him some time back there.
So I'm wondering if it's something what I would do after doing the mountain if I don't find progression here towards Aga or or vice versa. I think I would turn in my mushroom with a saving quit before so I can get back just in case. I always like to have the mushroom if I can.
Yeah, if they know the fake powder glitch, then that would be a good call. Turning in that mushroom, you know, and if it's nothing, saving or hard reset, right? So you can keep the mushroom. We got our
first bottle, so that puts Sick Kid back into the mix now too. And it looks like Duden is gonna do Harapot.
Looks like. And this glitch here, the Harapot, can save a lot of time, if especially if you don't have. There's that powder, so.
With the fake powder.
And remember, all this time, Zora is still, well, not in logic, but technically available.
Well, yeah. Well, no, not in logic until you get a glove or the flippers.
Right.
But we know that there's a sword behind the flippers.
Right. That sword was out of logic as well. So,
yes.
Do you think flippers in Spike Cave here, or what's going on?
There's a sword up on
another sword
lock behind. Yeah, that's a Dark World sword for sure. Most likely our runners won't be getting that. That'll probably be the fourth. Well, if you only have Master Sword by the time you get to Ganon's Tower, then yes, they'll get it. But otherwise, I don't see them getting that one.
Duden is currently fighting the Trolldorm now. We'll see how he fares against this evil boss. I hate this boss. Oh, it's on super speed. Oh, there we go. He got it.
Give me him over Mothula any day.
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like Professor Pixie is going to follow what she has right now. So gonna go to Saha, not going to find progression, but she will find the mushroom and the cave. The question is she gonna dip her feet into Eastern Palace or not?
Yeah, that's
And
wow.
Duden is gonna go back up and get the big key.
Okay. He's not taking that chance of risking what's in that big chest. Unfortunately for him, it's nothing important, but I certainly wouldn't risk it either. So I don't think he's making a wrong decision here. It's just
no.
Now let's see if Pixie goes directly for Mushroom or if she dips into Eastern. This looks like an Eastern dip.
Nope.
Oh,
she's
well, that's a fluke. Okay.
Right. So, she's
doing Aga.
She's going to Aga, yeah.
She's going straight to Aga. Wow. Okay. She doesn't want to check Mushroom. She doesn't want to check Sick Kid. She wants to just go ahead and go to Aga. She knows it's required for a glove, regardless of if there's a different way to get to Dark World. So she's taking it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do this at some point. There's really, at this point, no better way to do it. So you might as well.
Right.
So while we have some time, while Pixie is climbing, people can guess how many blue balls Aga is going to give us today in this required Aga seed. Anywhere from 0 to 15, as long as there's no misses.
I loved it when you told me that the maximum was 15. I was just like, what? That's a thing that's possible?
It's a thing. I've only seen it once, but it's a thing.
I'm surprised.
You don't miss anything.
I think the highest I've seen is 7, but all right. Looks like people are placing their bets. Blue ball bet for Professor Pixie.
And both runners will get the exact same amount of blue balls, again, as long as they don't miss.
I went ahead and put in 4 as my guess. Like somebody, Gibby loves Sim, I put 15 in there. That's great. Yeah, Mind DM, our tracker, pointing out that Pixie's using her prize pack knowledge there to fill up on fire rod shots. That was pretty clever of her. Yeah. Whoa, that was cool. I think she meant to stun the guard, but it went through him and she hook shotted through him. That was pretty interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see. Now we still don't know if there's another glove, and right now not having another glove is a good thing. Because we want Duden to go to Aga. We don't want him to be trolled too long by Aga.
All right, now Duden is finishing up his Paradox Cave over here, getting that powder. We'll see if he goes to check the mushroom and the bottle before or if he'll just go with it. He's gonna finish up his Spike Cave, or Spiral Cave, sorry. Now, Nitro, is Spike? No, it's not. Never mind.
Spiral Cave?
Yeah, it's Spiral Cave.
Yeah. What about Spiral Cave?
No, I'm just saying he's going there now. I was like, oh, is Spike Cave and Logic, but no, they don't have the hammer, so.
We also don't have Dark World access yet either.
Yes,
you could go in there, but yeah, I guess with a hammer, you could.
No, if you had the hammer.
But I think you need half magic with the cape.
With as many hearts as they have, yeah, probably. I think they're too low on hearts.
And no glove. Yeah, no glove. They can't lift that.
Oh, right. That rock at the end. That's right. So way too many things.
I can tell you, there's many reasons that's out of logic. And I think it's a long way before they go.
All right, here is Pixie. Let's see how many blue balls we get today. And the first one's always guaranteed to be a regular, not blue ball. So that's 1.
There's 2.
2. Wow, it's already racking up.
2-2 going into the first lightning. Oh, there's the Master Sword on the
Ooh, so that's a sword on the mushroom and a sword on the, oh gosh, I'm forgetting the name for it. The rock you have to mirror to from Shot Cave.
Hobo.
That's 3 blue balls.
Yeah, Hobo is what you're thinking of. But yeah, I think we'll find out very shortly it's an Agaseed because he has nothing left he can do.
Floating island. Thank you guys. The floating island.
So yeah, we know where 3 start. He's gonna go do Aga now because there's nothing else he can do.
What was this on the second? So how many blue balls was? Oh my gosh.
It was 4.
Was it 4? All right.
I said 4. All right. Dark World, we have pendants at Swamp and Ice, 5-6 at Thieves Town and Turtle Rock.
Okay, I think it was actually 3 blue balls. So dang it, I didn't get it.
That's all right.
That James guy won the bag. Congrats, James guy.
What does he win?
I'm not sure what he wins. Oh, Malcolm also bet 3? Uh-oh.
All right, they gotta share. And
okay, so
Pixie going? Oh, she's gonna turn in her. Oh, she's gonna go get a glove. That's what she's doing.
Yeah, I think she's gonna grab.
She wanted to leave her Dark World portal so she can get back into the Dark World easily.
Mm-hmm.
All right, once you have Dark World access, no way to full clear pod yet. I'm kind of yeah, we'll have to see where Duden goes, but my curiosity next would be where is Pixie gonna go? Is she gonna go to the Thieves Town area without the hammer, or is she going into the pod without the hammer?
Well, the interesting thing about Duden's case is that he still doesn't know what's on that lumberjack ledge. So he's doing Aga for the Dark World access. You know, he may expect it to be in, you know, Pyramid Ledge, Catfish, Pod area, and he might do all of that before ever going back to the lumberjack ledge.
Good point.
So we'll see.
Yes, and it looks like Professor Pixie is going to talk to the sick kid, get her $300.
And now Zora is in Logic, so...
Yeah. Yep. Zora is in Logic now.
Let's see if she turns in the mushroom. Oh, she just missed it.
Yeah, that's actually... If she turns in the mushroom... nope, she's going to Link's house. So, back to the Dark World.
Yeah.
Well, now she could do Catfish into Zora, which is actually a very good choice to do, because otherwise you orphan one or the other. Alright, so let's see. So Pixie's gonna get her Master Sword here. I'm kind of...
As long as she doesn't forget the mushroom.
Yeah, this is gonna be the optimal time now.
Right, so hopefully she hasn't forgotten it. There it is. Okay, she's switching over. There we go. Good call, Nitro. Duden is on his Aga fight.
Yep. Her Master Sword. And I don't blame her picking up that bottle of blue goo. She's got all the money right now and pretty much has it to her. Yeah, this is a great choice for Professor Pixie with routing, because you can do not only Catfish but Zora, and then decide if she wants to go to... I think I still like going to the.
Oh, she missed the bonk there.
I was just about to say, where's she going without flippers? Oh, there's the ice rod.
Oh, that's an ice rod. And Turtle Rock was a crystal, correct?
Yes, that is not a location everybody's.
So I'm sure Duden will get that. He's on the path to it right now, I believe. So unless he decides to go straight to pod,
but he can't get there yet. He doesn't have hammer or mitts.
Oh right, he doesn't have the gloves. Okay, so he's mirroring and saving and quitting. We'll see where he goes. I would imagine he'll check the lumberjack ledge here.
All right, do we have vanilla flippers? Is that? I mean, I've seen it before. Let's see. Scam. It's a temple.
Oh, another sword. That's all our swords. We have that butter sword on the floating island. So
I doubt Professor Pixie's getting that butter sword, but we'll see.
She might not. It's a quick check. If she has to go to Hookshot Cave, she might go over to get it, but we'll see. I doubt it as well.
Blind check.
Yep, he's blind checking the lumberjack.
So he's gonna just blind check it. Well, there are runners who do that too.
I'm sure he's happy to see that it's a glove there.
Yes. Well, he knew it. He knew it had to be. Flippers could be in GT. They can be, sure, but not if you want a ped seed. Question in chat. And I think I like Professor Pixie's routing on this because you have a lot of checks you can do with the mirror. With King's Tomb,
Graveyard Ledge,
right? If you go to pod without the bow and don't get bow locked, it's just not necessarily great. So I think I like this check better.
And with the mirror and the flute in hand, I think the idea is to try to avoid both pod and Eastern until you're able to get both of them in there. You can find a bow somewhere and a hammer, then you can just knock those two out back to back and save some time.
Better if you can even do that with Land Molus too, as well, with Misery Meyer being a crystal as well. You can do the same type of ordeal.
Right. I think they've already done desert in this case, but the same idea is.
They haven't finished it, so they still have to finish desert at some point. And right now, Duden is going to get his ice rod.
Yes, they did finish desert. All right, ice rod for Duden. You can see, looks like she's checking that bumper ledge.
Just money there. She'll lose that.
Now, Skullwoods is the green pendant. Do you think she goes in here or just skips it altogether?
For me, I would do it, but I can't. I think Thieves Town is Village of Outcasts is far better. I would because I've been burned too many times with the green pendant. But
looks like Duden is taking the same route that Pixie is and deciding to go on the North Dark World path instead of pod. So
yeah, it's just a better. Again, no bow. You can get bow locked right away. It's just really potentially bad. Nothing's bad, but you don't want to get bow locked.
Now he didn't actually do the Zora check like Pixie did though. So
he's only on Master
Sword.
That'll only come into effect later.
Yeah, it won't matter for the blind fight.
He'll get that other sword later if he wants, but he may just not go to Zora. Although Zora could have the other mitts, and he doesn't know that either. That's the one win with Zora. And he was there, and I don't know when he would, if or when he would go back now.
I mean, it's not like the most out of the way thing when you have flute. It's still a little out of the way, but the flute makes those things a little easier to manage. But yeah, that was like the closest he would have been. So at this point, going back to it is definitely more time consuming than having done it right then and there.
All right, we do get a small key in the in Thieves Town. So that, interestingly enough, we'll see if we don't get the hammer, then that means an item can be locked in there.
And Professor Pixie's only found one item so far.
Yeah, so it's very, very possible that there's an item in that big chest.
Pixie making good use of those key dashes. I always bonk off of those. Oh, not quite in the middle there. Very nice. Turn the cape on and go for it.
That's the safest way. And right now, each runner is following in each other's footsteps. So,
yeah, it looks like Duden is right behind.
I'm looking for when are they going to diverge, or are they just going to follow each other the whole seed?
I mean, the thing is, the logic in this one has been kind of pointing in that direction. You know, divergence would be a bit of a gamble, I think. I think it would be a higher risk situation, but I'm also looking forward to some divergence, but we'll see what happens after Thieves Town.
Yeah, well, I think I would definitely check the mirror locations after Thieves Town.
Yeah,
and hopefully you don't have to come back here.
Right. Yeah, you still have, you know, the south of Thieves Town and the Village of Outcasts checks. You have Hype Cave available still. So.
Yep. Yeah, so there will be an item in the big chest, I believe, now.
Huh. So that will be interesting to see if, you know, I mean, they're both going to be forced to orphan that big chest here. So we'll see once they find the hammer if one of them decides to come back or not. Oh, it was 2 items in the front. That changes things. So we'll see now if...
Something about Dark Ag I saw. I love the blind puns.
Phase 2 down for Professor Pixie. She might turn her cape on for safety here. And, oh, he moved. 3. There we go. Blind is down. Let's see what it gets here.
Oh, and they do get bailed out.
And that was another bottle. And is that's crystal number 2 at 4615-ish?
Yep.
And Duden is right behind, so he should be getting that pretty soon.
I like the potential of I think for me, I would do all the mirror checks next, but I'm kind of curious if either one will mirror. Oh no, never mind. They don't have Titan spins. I was going to say they can go and check the magic bat, but they don't have the Titan spins to do that.
Right. Yeah, that was a good timing for. Thanks, my DM, for pointing that out. Duden getting a full health refill there from that heart piece. It's good timing. Makes him feel a little safer here for the blind fight coming up.
Both runners will get the exact same amount of digs with the dig game. A lot of digging for a heart container.
Okay. At least it's a full heart container.
It is.
Got K45 and Stump coming up over on Pixie's side. Duden topping off his health again here.
Oh, just a piece of heart, and Pixie thought she was going to pick it up and said, nah.
Looked like she was going to, yeah.
Yeah, this has been a very linear seed for the most part.
Yeah. That bottleneck on, aggro requirement is... Thank you, Siberian. It was 19 digs, apparently.
Oof. That is just gross.
Not the worst I've seen, but it's definitely not.
Go to 30.
But like you said, at least, it's the same for both of them. So
yeah, it is the same for both of them. And both of
you
them.
know what? Okay, let's see if Hype Cave is going to live up to its name today. We'll see its hype rating afterwards.
All right, first item is the blue boomerang.
The boomerang. Okay.
Right. So, boomerang, we got hammer.
Oh, that's...
We got gloves.
Wow.
We got harness. Wait.
Okay.
That's a 10 out of 10 right there.
Okay, that's a 10. I mean, that is double progression, like, absolutely super hype.
That is
wow.
I don't think I've ever seen Hype Cave like that.
We'll
give it a 7 out of 10. What more do you want?
I mean, it could have had 2 more progression of the bow, I guess. And flippers, maybe.
And Professor Pixie is gonna go take that hammer right into the good old pod. The only problem still is she still doesn't have the bow. And I think yeah. Oh, bow and cane would have made it 10. Okay, got it. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10 on my side. You guys in chat can certainly, yeah. I think I would have gone to Meyer first.
Yeah, that's what I like to do.
Oh, and this could be a one and done location unless you know the potion glitch.
Yeah, I like to, as soon as I get the mitts and the flute combo with the mirror, I like to go over to that Meyer area as well, check the shed and the checkerboard cave. But, I mean, that hammer and the mitts, like, those are the 2 latest progression items, so that also is, maybe puts a big... there's the Kena Samaria, so...
And we're bow locked.
And we're bow locked, so she's out of here. Grab that Kena Samaria. That could come in really point to the Meyer.
If Ether is Misery Meyer,
then she's good.
But she's gonna do Eastern first, which is not a bad.
Right.
But this is where she's. You know what? She is not posting glitching. No. And let's see what's on the Bombos tablet today.
Oh, I like this. Pixie did not check this Bombos guy. It's a bug net.
It is the swag net.
And I think this is where Duden will make up some of the time that it looked like, Pixie was ahead by a good amount, but he had already done most of Eastern Palace, whereas she had not. So looks like he'll be making up some of that time here. Now, the 2 differences in checks as they've done is Professor Pixie has checked Zora, and their Duden has checked the Bombos tablet. I believe every other check has been the same.
Yes. Here's the really interesting thing here. If he mirrors, if Duden mirrors from here and goes to, what is he doing? Missing the hammer.
I think he just missed it. He's gonna get it.
Say he better not.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, who just skips a chest? That's not a thing. All right, let's see what he does here. He's fluting. Looks like he might be going to the Meyer area.
Yeah, I think that's what I would do.
Right.
Here's the kicker. If it's Ether, he can go in, but he's not. He's going to Dark Death Mountain.
Oh, right. That the myth does also unlock that whole side of the hair. So.
This is interesting. So we have divergence.
Hey. We'll see what this Dark Death Mountain has to provide. Neither chat nor us commentators mentioned this, but I actually do like this decision of his to go to the Dark Death Mountain. I mean, that's, 6 more chests and that sword that was on the floating island. So I think he'll do all of that, and that's a great I think that's a great plan.
Yeah, I think yeah, I mean, as far as what he knows, yeah, this is a very good dense check, and you know, as far as he doesn't have Kana Samaria, and he's in his mind saying, hey, if I find Kana Samaria here, which he's not, if I were to find Kana Samaria, I can full clear Turtle Rock right now. Like, that's the stake.
I just wonder how long it'll take him to go to Pod to check that first chest, because we know now that Kana Samaria is there. So
we're gonna get the Meyer Medallion first. It
is Bombos,
so we can't get into Meyer.
Now, many times I've seen the medallion for entry. Oh, did you see Turtle Rock?
Turtle Rock also is.
Oh, it's Bombos for. Okay. There's Kana Burna in there. So many checks going on at the same time.
All right, Heart Piece and triple bombs. We'll get Checkerboard Cave in a second. 20 more bucks. And there's Bombos.
Bombos. Okay.
Oh,
that might lead him to Meyer. I wonder if he'll dip Meyer before Pod without the Kana Samaria.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm curious. Oh, this is great.
Oh, it looks like Pixie is gonna finish off Desert Palace here.
That's smart. I mean, you might as well. You're here.
It is a required crystal, so.
Yep. And what's really kind of interesting now? So we're gonna have both swords. So we're gonna be tied at swords again, as Duden is going to pick up a tempered sword, and when Pixie goes up there, she could get the butter sword if she wants.
I personally would. I think the time you lose from going over to pick it up while you're already in Hookshot Cave isn't too much, considering it'll save you time on Trimax and it'll save you time on the climb. But, you know, some people are, oh, is this Spike Cave?
And
from Duden.
Being told in chat, we are Bo from Go Mode now.
Yeah. Because we have Bombos from Hookshot Cave and we have Samaria in Pod. So flippers are not because Swamp Palace is a pendant.
Yeah, Swamp is a pendant. So yeah, we're
just missing that bow.
Yeah, just missing the bow now.
Now, that bow could be in a really annoying place, like Swamp Palace. And it's locked behind flippers, which are in another annoying place, but we will see what happens with this. It could also be in Meyer or the rest of Pod. Wait, no. Pod is completely bow locked.
Well, so there could be another bow there. It just may not be the bow that you
Right. They'll need a bow before they can go there.
Or the potion glitch.
The best thing for them would be if the boat is in Meyer. Especially because that will lead their Duden straight to Pod, I believe, afterward.
Yeah.
Right, Pixie's cleaning up the old man that she left behind before, and then I believe she'll go ahead and do the Dark Death Mountain stuff as well.
Yeah. And then we'll see if she decides to dip into to Turtle Rock or not, because
she'll get Bombos in Hookshot Cave, so she can make a choice if she wants to do T-Rock or Meyer.
Yeah, and it's not a bad choice to. I know people will probably get at me in chat about this, but there's so many times that there's a bow on Laser Bridge, and so I think I would go straight and clear Turtle Rock right now, especially knowing that you're Bo from Go Mode.
Well, I think chat will support you since they're already voting for Bo on Ped.
They are.
So
I guess so. Because I've seen it so many times. It's like Bo or Flippers has been on Laser Bridge the last few times I've run seats. Well, they always go for Ped. There could be a Bo on a Ped. I just highly doubt that either of these two runners are going to do Ped for that.
Chad is mentioning that it'd be interesting if she skipped doing TR here while she's up here. The only reason I can see her doing that is if she's trying to make it the last dungeon before GT, But I think this would be the right time to do it as well. She's just right there. So as soon as hopefully she'll do Hookshot Cave first and then go over to check TR and see that it's Bombos and just go straight for it. But
Here's
we'll see what she does here.
Either way, Smirk, either way you have to do 2 climbs, whether you're climbing now or you're climbing later. So I think I think either way you have to do 2 climbs. So it's not like you're saving yourself a climb.
Exactly.
So I think clearing Turtle Rock is actually a really good idea.
I agree.
I don't know if she'll do it. We'll find out in about 30 seconds.
Now, is she getting that floating island? Yeah. I love the butter sword, so.
It also makes it does make Trinex easier.
It does. I think it can potentially save a lot of time on Trinex, and it's just if Cold Stare becomes required at all, there's still several bosses remaining. You know, maybe. All right,
yeah.
So she's gonna get the butter here.
Yep, she is gonna get the butter sword.
Yeah,
and that makes me even more believe that she would want to go. And
right.
Let's see.
And
there's so many items in Turtle Rock. Like, it's such a good choice.
Absolutely.
And she's gonna do it. Yeah. Okay, that's the right choice. Now, the other side of the coin, we have Duden going to Pendant Skull Woods.
Green Pendant Skull Woods.
Green Pendant Skull Woods.
It's interesting. He decided not to do Meyer, or
he can't.
Well, he can't
go into Meyer, but
he can go in. But he's looking for Samaria, and he's avoiding Pod. So he's not going to find Samaria here, but he might find the bow.
That would save him. See, if he finds the bow here, he would just have to go straight to Pod to get Samaria, and he would be.
And then he would get a Samaria, exactly. So. This could pay off. He's avoiding that pod dip because of the bow, but if he finds the bow...
Here's the other interesting tidbit. If Pixie finds the other bow on...
Oh, that would be interesting. If they both find the 2 different bows, oh my gosh.
All right, we're all hoping that they find 2 different bows. This is really interesting, and I don't see him doing a ped check, but maybe because Samaria could be on the ped as far as he's concerned, and he'd want to know. You know what? I think I would check ped before.
Oh no! Pixie switched over to accidentally quick swapped. Okay, all right.
You can still. I found that out today. You can actually still get that torch from the other side.
So Chad is asking, Havoko, there are 2 bows in the game. One bow gives you just, your regular shots, and then the second one is the silver arrows. In the purposes of randomizer, you can find either one first, and it'll give you the first bow. So if you find the technical silver arrows first, it'll just pretend as if you found the regular bow first.
Right. They changed. I don't remember what version they changed it in, but one Samaria was first chest in Pod. One of the versions they changed the logic to where the bow was with progressive bows, and I'm just being told it is version 31 with an amazing moth fight on our. There's the bow. Pixie's in go mode.
Pixie's officially in go mode. We will see, because Duden just did a really clean moth fight. He might go turn in this green pendant. That could be the bow. And once he's turning in the green pendant, he might just decide to go ahead and dip pod after all. So he might be right behind. Oh, is this a pet check?
Yep, we have a pet check. What is on the pedestal? Just couch cash. Wah, wah, wah. All right. Well, we already knew that the ped was dead up from our side, but he does not know that.
Right. That is a pretty annoying placement for the bow. Again, Duden could very well find the other bow here, and then Mothula dropped a full heart container. He's checking for another item. I mean, it could very well be at the other bow. It could be on the green pendant. Fortunately, he doesn't have to go through all of Skull Woods looking, because both items were in the back there. So we'll see where he goes now. I guess the Smith Chain Hammer Pegs are completely unlocked now. He may decide to do that.
He might.
I didn't catch the official time for Pixie's Go mode. Did you? It was like 101?
It was like 59 minutes, I believe. And where Samaria is just not the nicest place for Samaria, unfortunately, because the way it's placed is like you're not going to go there. There's our fourth bottle. But you're not going to go. Players don't like to go into pod without a bow. And again, I don't know if Duden knows the glitch to get in past that first chest. That's the only.
I think she was going to skip it and then realize she needs a small key there.
Yeah, because she didn't steal the key from Pokey, which I'm a little surprised about.
Maybe she forgot that she had the big key already.
Possibly. Or maybe she didn't have the big key. I don't know.
Using the hook shot to dodge those firebar damages there, getting her refills. And meanwhile, Duden is turning in the Smiths.
The only thing that would make the game better for Pixie at this point is half magic.
Yeah. There's a shovel. This could be bad. It's going to lead, more fetch quests for Duden. But, I mean, he's already kind of down there. He's probably going to take the purple chest. He might stop by and do a shovel check.
Let's do magic bat first.
He's got magic bat, okay. Alright, Pixie's just looking for a key here on Laser Bridge. Those little...
I'll get it right here.
Last item there. And... Oh. Magic Bat just has some bombs.
Interesting, she's not getting the safety door.
So, Space Jason, question in chat, why is Pixie getting more chests? The Laser Bridge had a small key that she was required to get through that door there. So she needed to get that small key, otherwise she couldn't progress.
Right, so she was looking for the small key.
That fairy was being a little challenging.
Yeah, that fairy didn't like her at the moment.
That James guy. Small key is always the last chest, no matter the order you open them in. And I have to agree with him. I one time did Laser Bridge chest 1, 4, 3, 2, and it was 2. So, of course.
Yeah.
All right, Derek Duden is still on the hunt while Pixie's going in for the Trinex fight.
Yeah, and yeah, there's no more questions for her at this point. She just has to kill Trinex and then kill...
Butter Sword just fights. So nice.
Well, we can still do the Pod and Eastern together, which is nice, or finish Pod and Eastern together now.
Yeah. So she'll just be cleaning up dungeons at this point. She's got to do Meyer Go mode, Pod Eastern, Pod Go mode, and Eastern just go to the boss. So once she's done with all that, she can go to GT. So this is kind of like an early Go mode in the sense of like how many dungeons have been cleared. Yeah, Godmire would be good for Pixie.
Godmire is always... You only get Godmire when you don't need it.
But in this... Yes, so... Okay, looks like Duden is headed to Pod now, so he's going to find that Samaria. Now, hopefully he goes to TR. He may decide to go to Meyer first. If he goes to Meyer, there could be another bow there.
He might also do the... He might also do the glitch. To get behind the bow.
If he knows the mimic glitch there, then, or the potion glitch, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll find out shortly, because Professor Pixie is going to hope that the he's on the.
They're converging.
Yes, we're converging. My apologies for talking over you.
Oh no, you're fine. I think we both have been doing it to each other, so I think we're good. Hopefully, chat's not being confused.
All right, let's see if he leaves or if he just takes him. Yeah, he's mirroring. Is he gonna leave? Yes, he is. So he's not doing the potion glitch.
We'll see where he goes from here. If he goes to Meyer or TR. The problem is Pixie hadn't gone up the mountain. He already has, so this might lead him to Meyer. Oh, was that one? That's a mountain.
Oh no, he's leaving.
Footing again.
And he's gonna get some potions.
Oh, okay. Always a good call.
And where is he going? Now it's to the mountain.
Okay. So I like that he chose Turtle Rock instead of the mountain. I think he also recognized that it's the 5/6 crystal and it's just more dense than Meyer is. So this is good for him. If he had gone to Meyer, it could have just completely put him out of the race. But this, he's still a little bit behind, and maybe some execution could help him catch up to Pixie a bit. But for now, I think this is Pixie's race to lose.
Yeah, I think you are right, my friend, because realistically, he's a full TR behind, and he's been doing other checks that Pixie has not and will not. And we're still looking for that big key.
I like that little pull on the wall there from Pixie.
I'm not exactly sure what that was for, actually.
I think she was just trying to dash. Sometimes when you try to dash, you grab the wall instead.
Oh, there's the other.
Oh my gosh!
Here's the thing. So if you do the potion glitch, you could have done it the way, so to speak.
Yeah. Wow.
So there was a locked bow.
Locked bow and pod. That was sequence breakable with the mimic clip with the potion.
So if you know the mimic clip, there's a reason to know it.
Yeah, the potion glitch would have just.
And I'm like I said, I don't know if either one of these runners are.
Here's the big key.
Let's do it.
Pixie going directly to Helmasaur now after finding that big key in the Pod Dark Maze.
And the other issue with a locked bow like that is something that would worry me as a runner is if you don't get the bow and someone gets a bow someplace else and you have to double dip this dungeon. It's just gross to me. It's one of those things I'm not gonna do. What Pixie did, and what Duden did. I wouldn't try to do a locked bow because you still can't complete the dungeon.
And this particular seed had a locked bow where the bottle glitch would have come in handy, but that's not every seed. It's kind of, I don't know. I think it's kind of rare that you have a locked bow and pod. I mean, I know it's happened before. I'm sure the more you run, the more you start seeing things like that. But well, there he is. Okay, so at 112 even, Duden just got into his go mode. It was about 12 minutes, 11 and 12 minutes behind. And he did not ever check Zora, so he will not be getting his butter sword at this point.
Right, so his Trinex fight will be a little longer. His Ganon will be a little longer.
But he will probably also find the silvers while looking for the big key and pod. So
yes, yeah, I would almost guarantee he will probably find the big key. The silvers.
All right, is he going into the Helmasaur King fight here? 17 hammer hits to the mask face there to break it. And then with the butter, I think it's what, 2 slashes?
2 slashes or 1 silver arrow.
Or with 1 silver arrow. Yeah, that's Oh, she opted to go with the 2 slashes.
I think they're both, unless you're really accurate, you can miss him and he runs around. So I think the 2 slashes is a little safer.
Yeah. And Councilor King just having 20 rupees there as his prize.
So none of the pendant dungeons were required in this seed at all.
Yeah, Eastern was empty. Skull Woods, as we saw, was also empty. And we will never know about Ice Palace, I imagine, unless somebody decides to go there for some reason.
or yeah, Swamp and Ice will never be seen. But we also don't have any idea where the flippers are. That's the
Still
other
not found.
Where's the flippers?
Yeah, one of those swords was flippers locked, so
At this point, I mean, there's places it could be, but I mean, it could be in GT. Oh,
the validation chest.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I mean, it could be. I really hope they check it and we see flippers there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it could be there. Chat pointing out, it could be in Meyer.
Yeah, it could be in. Well, it can't be in Ice Palace.
No, it can't be in Ice Palace. It can't be in Swamp. So unless you're gonna dive her down into the dungeon, which I don't think you can actually do.
Looks like their Duden is doing the laser bridge from top to bottom, so looks like he will probably find his small key in the last chest as well. This was a kind of a rude laser bridge. Map and compass there, you know, you're hoping for all these items and... Alright, he's gonna take that safety door here.
Alright, Pixie's gonna do the ring around the Armos Knights, who are gonna drop like flies to these silver arrows.
Oh, just missed that one, got the second one, so... And there were just some bombs on Armos Knights. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The numbers, yep.
Crystals. 6, she has 2, so she just needs Meyer now.
Yeah, she just needs Meyer, so she's going to be doing Misery Meyer and hoping for God Meyer and getting that big key and just being done. And then doing the GT climb.
Duden going into his Trinex fight here.
So
Gonna take a little more with the 5 tempered sword hits instead of 3 butter swords.
It just also eliminates the potential for 1 cycle, but he gets it down.
Did a really good job with that, yeah. And let's see if he does the spin on the head here at the beginning. Looks like. And gets it. Wow, nice Trinex fight.
All right, so into Meyer we go, and now it's Professor Pixie needs to find the big key in this dungeon, and then go to Vidi. And so we won't have a lot of time to mention it. I don't know if there's a bot like there is in speed gaming, so we're gonna just assume that there is or is not. There are, and we're not gonna have a lot of time to talk about it, but there are 22 possible locations for the Ganon Tower big key. When Pixie finishes Vidi, we'll start that shortly.
Hold off on your guesses until she completes Meyer.
At least, you gotta wait till the boss falls and then let them rain, so to speak.
Somebody's already starting to guess. All right, looks like Duden is basically on Pixie's heels here. He's following the Pod Eastern, finishing those off, and he'll probably go to Meyer immediately after that. So,
just more small keys in Meyer.
he's looking for that big key, so it definitely wasn't the God Meyer. Like you said, if you need it, it's not it. It won't be it for either of them. So, only because they both want it to be.
Right. Well, yeah, we all want it to be.
I mean, it's not like if you're not go moding Meyer, I don't mind it if it's not the God Meyer, you know.
But then you get it, though. That's the problem.
And that's when you get it. Yep, exactly.
Okay, sorry for interrupting. For the Ganon boss key bet later, is it counting checks or betting on the location?
It's betting. Usually when we do it, it's the number, like which. So it'll go off of Pixie's, assuming she reaches GT first, and once she reaches that number check of keys and finds the big
so
key,
checks
that's
counting.
good.
Okay.
Yes.
And while we were doing that, FYI, so Duden went to the right side first, meaning where the big key chest is. Did not get silvers.
Oh,
so
no.
Temperature silverless. Again, not an impossible thing, but that's also going to set him back even a little further because
routing of pod caused him to miss the silvers.
So he went to where the big chest is, where the big key was in the CEF.
Oh. Okay. Well, like you said, it's not like the end of the world, but the silvers can speed up, like even the Vidi fight.
Yeah, it's a lot faster, but
I mean, I'm sure he won't have any trouble. It's just it's.
Oh, he didn't
actually get.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Wait, did he miss? Oh, he totally just didn't get the big key.
I think he just forgot. So he might still find those silvers. But it just
you never get to see that in any race. Like that's just, that's just the worst. Yeah, we're just all right. Here we go to Vidi. This will be a quick, should be a 0 cycle. Probably won't even see that eyeball fire at all. We're gonna get one.
One, yeah. She shot an arrow down and missed a couple. So.
Down goes Vitreous. All right, start your guesses. There are 22 possible locations for the big key to be. Where will it be today? All right, sir, where do you think?
Okay, I think it officially started after that message there from the bot. So if you guessed before that, try to guess afterwards. No bets right now, guys. I'm going to guess 9. What about you, Nitro?
I'm gonna go with the big key on the torch today. So, so I'm gonna go with 3 because most people start with the right. But I'm gonna go with the big key on the torch. So I'm gonna go with 3. I don't want it to be too trolly, but I know there's people want it to be in that tile room, and that is the trolliest location it could be.
I've started doing the tile room before the rest of the right side. Just for people who say 22 in chat, if I'm ever on Restream and I get to GT first and they guess 22, well, I'll be in tile room before 22. So,
okay, you do that. I think unless you are feeling extremely far behind and you think that that's going to make or break your race, then sure, go for it. All right, so Pixie's just about to enter GT. You have a few more seconds to get your guesses in. Again, this is we see Duden still needs to clear Meyer. So for Duden to come back at this point, he would need Pixie to not to have a pretty bad GT and a couple of Ganon falls. And with Butter Sword and Silvers, that's pretty unlikely. And of course, she has Cape also, so it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah, with the current equipment she has right now, you know, Professor Pixie's a very good player. I don't see her having any difficulties. Ganon falls are always a possibility. Ganon, you know, surprise Ganon hugs are always a thing that can happen. So, you know, it's not out of the realm of the possibility, but
all right, so
it
we
is
are
quite a difference.
The bets,
Right.
and let's see where Professor Pixie goes. She is going to the right. So chest number 1 coming up. It is chest number 1.
There was chest number 1. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Oh, goodness. All right. Well, congratulations to whoever checked number 1. She does need to go to the left, though, to get at least one small key. And I'm wondering if she'll get 2. But yeah, she's going up the tower. So that is it. Now it's all execution. There's no more chests to be opened.
That's insane. I mean, it'll be, you know, likely to be chest 1 for both of them, but I'm sure she's happy to find that quick there.
Yeah, I happen to agree with you. Who guessed 1?
Baked Cake was the winner of Ganon's Tower Big Key Guessing Game. He guessed 1 and scored 18 points. So congratulations to Baked Cake.
Baked Cake, I like that.
That's the first time you've ever seen 1. Interesting. All right, so Pixie's already, you know, climbing up GT. And Duden2 is going through the turtle room here in Pot. He's about to get to the Helmosaur King. Unfortunately for him, he had to go back to find that big key, and now he's coming back the second time. So,
well, he does have the silvers now.
He does. So he did manage to find those silvers. While we were distracted with the big key guessing game, he managed to find that chest and get those silver arrows.
All right. So at the 125.09 mark, Professor Pixie has officially entered the gauntlet.
She's making use of that fire rod. I don't remember. Did you see if she bought any potions on the way up here? Or
she got a couple from the seed, but I don't think she went and bought any more. So she's on her own now to make sure she doesn't run out of magic. But I think she still has, from what Chad is saying, she still has a blue. So I think she'll be. Oh, there's one silver arrow into the floating thing. All right.
Yeah.
Now on to the Landmo 2 fight.
And if you don't know, the powdering that anti-fairy thing there before this fight makes the Landmo 2 spawn at this, you know, close to the same time. Down you go.
All right, continuing up to the Wizrobe room next.
A lot of people really enjoy this room. You just plop down the block and knock them all out. It's almost like getting an automatic strike in bowling.
It makes the original Wizrobes in the original Zelda seem a lot more beefy than these guys ever were.
Okay, I do see she has a green potion in there. When she went to the
and she's about to get her magic refilled as well. Not far from that either. And as long as she doesn't despawn the tower like I did, she'll be fine.
Or do a Ganon hole houlihan.
Or that.
To do. All right, Duden is finishing up his Eastern Palace here. All right, so she needs to farm a key here. There we go. I've seen many people, including myself, forget to farm that extra key from the mini Helmosaur there.
to Duden2. And we never found the flippers in this seed.
Yeah, those flippers. Oh, well, let's see if she checks that validation chest.
All right.
Duden has completed Eastern Palace. He only has Meyer remaining before his go mode, or before his climb. No validation chest from Pixie, so we will not see if that was the flippers from her.
I don't know who created that room with all the ice and weird physics. That is just ridiculous.
They wanted to incorporate an element of pinball.
Pinball wizard, right? All right, on to Aga 2 we go. And that's 1. And there's more, so that's 1, 2.
Blue ball. 1, 2, 1.
2, 1. What? Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 1.
Yeah,
1, 2, 1, 1, 1.
All right. I can
Down
count.
goes Aga 2.
All right, and at the 129.11 mark, Professor Pixie is going to fight the Big Pig with the Bacon Sword.
Wait, isn't that the butter sword?
Bacon Sword, Butter Sword, they sound both great.
Right? Bacon and butter, I mean, they're delicious. Bacon and butter with pig, I mean, that's...
All right, so here we go, phase 1. I love the two puns. I love all the puns they come up with for both Ganon and Blind. All right, Professor Pixie phase 2.
Turning on that cape to get those hits in.
So Professor Pixie enters phase 3. Lot of teleporting happening right now. She's going to use her magic and get ready for her silvers. I doubt she's going to go for the torch glitch. Really don't need it when you have silvers.
Still be nice, but yeah.
It's nice, but it's not necessary. All right, one more stomp.
Getting that silver. Oh, she got it. Very
that's
nice.
A fire rod.
I've never. And that's a. Ooh, that was almost a triple arrow. There it goes. That was an extremely fast.
Yep, there goes the Pig, and Pixie just has a 1x3 bridge to cross, and will advance.
Get your GGs in chat for Professor Pixie.
Oh, there's the flippers.
Oh, the flippers. All right, 139.09, I believe. That was the official race time completion score for Professor Pixie. Duden is currently go-moding Meyer. I think he's still searching for that big key. Oh, looks like we have Professor Pixie here joining us. Good game, Professor Pixie.
Hello.
Welcome. So what did you think about that seed?
That light world was so terrible. There were so many minor execution errors I did in light world.
The light world was mean with that glove on Aga.
And then I was thinking, okay, I'll do Aga because I've got access to it. I found the Master Sword after, which would have made my access and climb easier. And then I was like, okay, let's do Catfish into Zora, then go do the glove, and then I realized I was glove locked. I was like, okay, glove, Catfish, Zora. Got it.
I had to just rearrange that routing just a little bit there, but it worked out.
Yep.
I think Duden.
What is their Duden doing here?
Well, I don't know if he's going to finish the seed now. Again, in race time that he has, that Pixie has finished, so we'll just assume that he's going to forfeit now.
Okay. Looks like he's joining us here in chat too. Good games to you, Duden.
Thank you.
GG's, buddy.
And GG's to Pixie.
GG to you too, dude, and that was fun.
Yeah, I also think it's a really fun seed, and I felt pretty well all the time till the overworld checks in the Dark World. Pretty much until the Moth. And then I found the Sumeria in port, and I thought, okay, I'm miles back.
I have a question for you. Did either one of you consider doing the potion glitch in pod?
For about half a second.
And what about you, Duden?
Yeah, I considered it, but I thought, okay, there will not be the bow, so I couldn't finish Eastern Palace 2, and yeah. That was the reason I didn't want to dip pod that early.
Right, and it makes perfect sense. Like, you don't expect there to be a locked bow in pod, so most people would think, oh, Mimic Glitch here is not even going to be helpful, and in this particular seed, it just happened to have a bow behind there, so it was just rude in that sense.
Yes.
So what made you decide to go to Skullwoods before, like, Meyer? Was it just not having that Canis Maria?
Yes, I think that Skullwoods was the green pendant, so there's one item more.
Right.
And I had the gloves, so I could do the smith chain.
Right.
Afterwards.
Yeah,
that was my intention.
Yeah, it was a big density area over there for you. And regarding your choice, Professor Pixie, the chat was going wild when you went up to the Hookshot Cave area and got your Bombos medallion. Why did you decide to go into Turtle Rock instead of like Meyer first, or saving Turtle Rock till the end? I know you were still looking for the bow, but
I'm already up there. I can full clear TR if it's Bombos or Ether to get in. And and at that point, I'm thinking, okay, progression's behind my mitts, being the latest thing I found. I figured it's TR, something in Meyer now that I found Bombos, or Smith Chain.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah, the majority was tending to lean with your decision there. It's like, well, you're already up there at the mountain. If you can go ahead and full clear it, then why not, right? So it looks like you made the right call there.
I figured if I can full clear it, great. Bow could be here because it's also 5 items.
Right. We were a little sad when we saw Duden. He went to Skullwoods, and that whole Smith Chain thing just kept giving him fetch quests. So
yes,
we were like, oh no, this is going to lead him further. So he did the magic bat and he did the shovel, and it's like, oh my gosh, stop! Just give him something to point him in the right direction. It was really funny. So, but you guys gave us a really good race, extremely good execution from the both of you. Nitro, did you have any other questions? Did you?
So you guys did phenomenal. I mean, either way, but we did find the flippers on Duden's side.
Yes,
Isbury Meyer, which is pretty gross. As our other sword was locked behind Hobo, so we know where all 4 swords were. But yeah, my only question was about the potion glitch, because it would have saved the time, but it's not like that in every seed. And
I think the sword that Duden didn't get was the one on Zora, actually.
Another one he didn't check.
Yeah.
Nope.
There was one on Zora.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think the Duden didn't get the one on Zora. He got the one on Hobo, but not Zora.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So what about you guys as the runners? What did you have any more comments about the race?
I'm kind of glad I didn't come across the flippers. That probably would have sent me in a totally different direction.
Yeah, that could have been dangerous. I think once their Duden found them, he was already in go mode. So
Yes.
at least that didn't lead you in another fetching sort of direction.
Yeah, that was my last thought too when I found the flippers. So perhaps Pixie did Meyer early and went to the flippers checks. So I could have get a little bit of time back. But yeah, the Samaria in port, it was a key moment.
Yeah.
I was thinking when I started doing the pod thing, it's like maybe he went to Skull following the fire rod.
Later on, yes.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a thing. We were wondering if either of you were going to do an early Skullwoods dip with that fire rod, like before even Thievestown and such. So, but yeah, wow, what a crazy race. I wanted to say real quick before we finish up here, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thank you both, Professor Pixie. Thank you, Duden2. You guys put on an amazing show. Please give them a follow, guys. Nitro, my co-commentator, is awesome. He's amazing. Give him a follow. And don't forget about our trackers who did a really great job today. MindDM and Samimus, I think. I hope I'm saying that right. And, be sure to keep following ZeldaSpeedRuns. And unless, does anybody else have anything final to say? We can go ahead and wrap up.
Okay. GG again to all of you. I just saw that I missed to add the Twitch links for our commentators. For the next time we can get this sorted.
Oh.
And next up here on ZSR at 8 PM Eastern and 10 PM Eastern we have 2 other matches of the Challenge Cup. Both are Game 3. And tomorrow at... Is it midnight? Time zone stuff. It's 12 PM Eastern for the Majora's Mask Standard Weekly. 1 PM for an Ocarina of Time Beta Quest Blackout Bingo Tournament match. It's the Grand Finals match. At At 2 PM Eastern we have a Zelda 2 Randomizer Max Rando Tournament match. At 6 PM Eastern we have our Ocarina of Time Item Randomizer Standard Weekly for NA Fox. At 7 PM Eastern we have a Twilight Princess Any Percent Tournament match. And to wrap things up on Saturday, at 10 PM Eastern, we have the Zelda 2 Randomizer Weekly Race. For more Zelda content, make sure to check our schedule. And thank you very much for watching, and see you next time here on ZSR. Oh, and we are going to raid F. Coughlin at the end of the stream.